So I'm going to Miami for my cousin's wedding and my whole family is gonna be there. Super, super excited. I got my Potbelly for the flight and we are ready to go. Made it to Miami. I am on my way to the Airbnb. Super excited for this weekend because a couple weeks ago was my little sister's 25th birthday. So I've planned this surprise birthday bash for her in between wedding events. So we're gonna get to celebrate with all of our cousins and she doesn't know about it. Just a huge weekend of celebrations and excitement and surprises all around. Wedding day! We're so excited! Hey, you got the goods? Thank you! Margaret brought us some room service food. We were dying! What?
You may now kiss the bride.
So we just got back from Miami and that was such a fun weekend. It was such a beautiful wedding. It was just really nice to get to spend that quality time with our family because we don't really do that much anymore ever since our grandparents passed.
Yeah, it was really fun staying in the Airbnb and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was like the first time that we've all stayed in a house together like that. It was really cute because the uncles and our dad would just sit at the TV and like watch scary movies while you could find all of the aunts and all the wives in a room gossiping late into the night.
It was like 1 a.m. and I was like, why are they still awake?
They were like partying more than us, and then we got to know our younger cousins. Our family's so big. It's interesting because we have the older cousins, which we're a part of, and we all grew up together and all talk. But our baby cousins, we think of them as babies still, but they're all like in high school and college now. It was nice to get to know them beyond their baby faces.
Other than the wedding, the night before the wedding, after the cocktail party, when he surprised me in our cousin's hotel room.
Aww. So all my cousins are in one of my cousin's rooms at the hotel. We are going to surprise her with the cake. I also got a cake for my cousin who is the bride. She's gonna be so shocked because even my youngest cousins who were babies when we were growing up and still are babies in our minds are there, so we're super excited. Even like the older cousins group hadn't hung out in a really long time, but everyone kind of banded together to surprise my sister.
Well, my birthday had passed a couple weeks before, and then I got into dental school.
Do you have some news to share with the class?
Free Invisalign for everyone.
Aw, dentist! Yay!
And I want to say thank you to my sister for making my application sound better, for helping me with interviews, for forcing me to do this, and Evan for yelling at me because I didn't want to do this. She was holding the ice cream cake, and I walked up to her, and she was like, this is for somebody else. Margaret for giving me advice. Emily for being probably the biggest help in my dental journey. Thank you to my parents for being very supportive and patient and supporting me even if I gave up on dentistry. But they knew that I was getting it. And everyone else for being cool.
Yeah, so she got into dental school and we were all really invested in her journey, and we were all just hanging out like we did many, many years ago before we all started growing up, having kids and having our own life commitments. It was really cute. It was really nice.
So I found out I got in on a Tuesday, but I wasn't gonna see him until Thursday. Other than her, they had to be like the first ones to know, so I had to keep it a secret from everyone. This was the moment I've been dreaming about forever. The past few cycles, yeah, I was excited to get in, but I was excited to tell them and like how I would tell them and stuff. I finally got to live out that daydream that I've always had.
They had such a cute little reaction too. Mommy was trying to like go shower.
Yeah, it was so hard to get them together. Our dad was like eating fried chicken and like looking around the house.
But then they finally sat in this room and we were like, we have to talk to you about something.
I'll pass them in.
What?
They were so happy.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, our dad ran out of the room to tell all of the family, and everyone was so supportive.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, man.
Everybody.
Okay.
I got a good news. Bảo Trân been accepted into dental school. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it was unexpected kind of, because you know that you have all these family members and people are supporting you, but you don't really think about it until you see how excited they are for you. And you realize how many people you have behind you that you didn't realize were always there.
Aww, that's nice.
Aww. It's my third. I wasn't gonna apply this third time because I feel like getting rejected 2 times and being 3 years out of undergrad, I was beat. I was like, no, like I don't want to do this anymore. I can't like handle the rejection. But
It's hard. It takes like a toll on your mental health, and you start to question whether you're worth it or not, whether you're wasting your time, whether you deserve it even.
Yeah, but she made me.
The previous few times she had applied, she refused any help from anyone because she assumed that I did everything by myself. And the truth of the matter is that nobody ever really does anything by themselves. You are a product of the village around you and of the people that lift you up, as well as the help that you seek out. Nobody just wakes up one day and produces this gorgeous piece of work without being inspired by others, without gaining insight from others. She didn't ask for any help, didn't do any workshops or anything anything like that the first few times. And so this time I was like, look, please just let me help. And you were so reluctant.
Yeah, it's different whenever you have your own sister poking through your application and like judging it essentially.
I wasn't judging it, but it certainly helped because this one put that she was not bilingual.
I was scared they were gonna test me. Be like, okay, start speaking like a dentist. I don't know how to speak like a dentist in Vietnamese.
She speaks fluent Vietnamese, but colloquial Vietnamese. And she thought that because she couldn't speak medical Vietnamese, it wouldn't count. So she put no for bilingual. And I was like, what are you doing? It's so interesting because usually on your applications, you want to sell yourself. You're essentially convincing committees to accept you. You're telling them, this is why you should accept me because I'm awesome. I guess it is hard, number one, being a woman, and also number two, being Asian American and a woman, to do things like this because we're always taught to be modest and not brag and to not stand in our own light. That conditioning throughout growing up makes you think that you are bragging anytime you say anything good about yourself. But thank goodness she let me look at her application this time, and I was like, okay, this is how you should be framing yourself without feeling shame about it, because you did earn all of these accomplishments and accolades. It's just the way that you present them in an application shouldn't be bashful, essentially. You should not be bashful in your application. Obviously, there's a fine line between arrogance and confidence. I think especially as Asian American women, we tend to teeter towards the bashful side.
And it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to do everything on your own.
Yeah, because everyone asks for help. I had people mock interviewing me, and she wasn't even letting me mock interview her. But this time around, we did some mock interviews, and what did you think?
It helped a lot.
It helped a lot.
It was very nerve-wracking talking to her in an interview type of way, but I was very robotic. And I knew it, but it was annoying hearing you tell me.
So the trick to interviews is to be conversational, because the person on the other side of that interview table is a normal person. If you've already gotten to the interview phase, they're already impressed by you. They just want to see who you are as a person and whether or not they'd enjoy working with you. So if you are spending the whole time trying to recite some perfectly memorized answer without being a normal person, they're probably going to be bored. I think another important lesson in this process as well is that some people just fall through the cracks, and it's nobody's fault. But there are very qualified people that don't make it in every single year, and you just have to ask yourself, what is worth it for you? Whether you're willing to go through another application process, because it's really nerve-wracking. It's a heavy load to carry when you only have one shot, or that's what it feels like. But in reality, you don't just have one shot, you have one shot per year, which isn't much better, but you can still keep trying. It's just a question of how much you're willing to keep pushing forward and what you're willing to change as well.
I think the interview prep was a big thing, because I had gotten interviews in the past from really great schools, but once I got to the interview, it wasn't about the application anymore. It was just about talking, and I was bad at talking.
Definitely interview prep. Mock interviews are key. Nobody's judging you, they're just trying to help you.
Just whatever goal I have, and if I really want it, no matter what it takes, even if it's hard and I'm not naturally good at it, I can work towards it and get to where I want because I'm capable of things.
Because you're capable of growing. So if you are discouraged and going through your own rejections or anything else in life, just know that you are capable. Rejection is not a final answer. If anything, it should be a redirection to self-reflection, learning, growth, and future successes. Hope y'all enjoyed meeting my sister, and we are so excited to send her off to dental school. Are you so excited?
Yeah. I'll miss everyone though, but yeah, finally.
She's gonna make an incredible dentist, and I cannot wait for all of my free teeth products.